In Bhagavad Gita, you will find many shlokas which portray fatalism. You know what is fatalism? Fatalist theory. Everything is fate, nothing is in your hands. You will find this fatalist attitude told in many shlokas. On the contrary, you will also see the opposite view in many shlokas. That you have to do something. For example, for the fatalist concept, you can see this Sarva Dharman Parityajya Mamekam Sharanam Vraja, or in 18th chapter there is another shloka which comes just before that. Ishvara Sarva Bhutanam Hriddeshe Arjuna Tishtati Brahmayan Sarva Bhutani Yantrarudhani Maya. It says that something within your heart is making you do certain things. You are not in control of it. Yantrarudhani Maya, as if you are robots, something is controlling you. Similarly, in third or fourth chapter, he says, Nigraha Kim Karishyati. What will Nigraha do? What will resistance do? You cannot resist it. It will somehow make you do that. On the other hand, there are many shlokas which say that you have to take charge of your life. Uddhared Atman Atmanam Natmanam Asadayet. 6th chapter. You are your friend, you are your enemy. You can elevate yourself, you can create your downfall. Telling that. Now people often ask, which one is correct? Both are correct. Take one of them fully, it is correct. People get confused about this concept only because they start applying that fatalist concept only in certain situations only. For all other situations we won't apply it. See, as soon as I say that everything is pre-decided, everything is fate, nothing is in your hands, immediately what you will say? Because all minds are criminal. Immediately you say, then I will commit a crime and I will say it is fate. People have asked me which questions whenever this concept is told. Yes, you commit. Punishing you is my fate, I will punish you. Nothing changes. If you accept fatal theory absolutely, nothing changes. The world will run exactly as it is. But the thing is, we will start applying it only to situations which is convenient to me. Whenever it is not convenient to me, your fatalist theory will evaporate. Exactly the same thing happened. If you can see the contrast between Dhritarashtra and other people. Both will be telling the same thing. In Mahabharata, when battle was about to take place, many people were coming to Dhritarashtra and asking him, do something, avoid this war, you are the king, do something. At that time he used to say that, this is all fate, this is all daiva, nothing can be done. He used to say that. It is correct because at the same time Vyasa was also telling that. Once this Vyasa Maharshi visits Kaurava Sabha and there Vyasa tells that during a conversation. This is unavoidable, this is fate, this is bound to happen. So Vyasa is telling that, Dhritarashtra is also telling that, but there is a vast difference between these two people. Duryodhana also used to tell that. There is a shloka, famous shloka in Duryodhana, in Mahabharata. Duryodhana shloka. Janami dharmam nachame pravrittihi, janami adharmam nachame nivrittihi. And then he says, because the Ishvara which is in my heart is making me do all this, I am not responsible. Exactly what Krishna is telling in Bhagavad Gita. Duryodhana tells in one place. Same thing, the same concept. But the difference is, Duryodhana is telling only because the situation is favorable to him. Dhritarashtra is telling that because the situation is favorable to them. It's very clear, after the battle is over, after they have lost the battle, after the Kauravas have lost the battle, then where is Dhritarashtra's fatalist theory? Then he starts weeping. Oh, why did this happen to me? Where is the fatalist theory then? Why don't you accept fate then? If before the battle you say this is all fate, this is bound to happen, then after the battle also is the same thing. Why do you do it selectively? If you apply the fatalist theory, there is absolutely no flaw. If you think about it, there is absolutely no flaw in it. If you say everything is pre-decided, yes, everything is pre-decided. Okay, then I won't do anything, don't do anything, nothing will happen, that is also pre-decided. If you accept fatalist theory in its entirety, after that there is nothing to be told. There is nothing to be made fuss about. Are you following me?
Yes, sir. Yes.
It is a little confusing. In Samskrita, in Vedanta, they call it as, there is a term for that, I have forgotten the term. They say that this is like saying, I will boil only half egg I will keep ripe. Is it possible? When we apply fatalist theory, this is what we do. Only for certain situation I will boil the egg, half egg should remain as it is. Only half egg should get boiled. It can't happen. It can be told in various ways. Say in 2nd chapter, Krishna says that Nayam Hantina Hanyate, Atma doesn't kill, Atma doesn't get killed. Then immediately somebody in the court who has committed a murder will say, then I didn't commit the murder, don't punish me. Yeah, correct. We are not punishing the Atma, we are punishing the body. Your Atma is not getting punished. If you apply the Atma concept, apply it everywhere. If you apply the fatalist concept, apply it everywhere. Why do you do it selectively? The answer is quite simple. Only because you do it selectively, all the confusions arise. When you may be talking about fate, when everything is going fine with you, and when something goes wrong, you will go to the temple and create a Bollywood scene. Why did you make this happen? Why? You don't ask question. Why should you ask question then? Why is God making me do? Don't ask. It's fate. Decided. That's all. Don't utter anything. You see devotee stories, you will come to know. In India, there are many devotee stories. They will undergo so many extreme situations and they don't complain. They don't make fuss of it. Why? Because they accept this. Everything is decided by God. Let Him do whatever He wants to do. I'm least bothered. They accept it completely. They follow it in its entirety. That is devotion. If you can do that, you are a devotee. On the other hand, you say, I am a devotee, and then start questioning God, there is no devotion there. The moment you question, that means your questioning attitude is still there. You are still a seeker. Either do seeking fully or do devotion fully. Either ask questions always or be a devotee always. Both are fine.